Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done that yet, please do well to go check it out and subscribe to this channel. The button is down there below. Don't forget to like our videos and share. The name is Olele Salvador. This is the Olele Salvador Network, OSN for short. And yeah, you could call me Mr. DTS, call me DTS, or just simply call me Olele, and I'll holla back at you. When I see you in town. But today, Charlie, I don't know where to start from. Where do we begin? But we definitely have something for you. Today's DTS Intel Report, it's about, and that is about Shatta Wale's show being cancelled or getting cancelled. Well, eventually it didn't get cancelled, but that's why we have the juice for you. So, prior to the weekend, we saw flyers of Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale doing the rounds, especially for the respective halls and their artist nights happening this weekend or that happened last weekend, depending on what time you're watching this video. On Saturday, there was supposed to have been two shows that were going to be headlined or were supposed to have been headlined by Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale. Now, Stonebwoy was supposed to be the headliner for the Big Vibes Only Liman Hall Artist Night at the Liman Forecourt, and Shatta Wale was also supposed to be the headliner for the Rave Reunion 2024, and this was being put together by James Tom Nelson Yanka Hall, JCR, aka TF Hostel, and there's also the Wave Africa. The Wave Africa is an agency that were serving as co-producers of the event or the celebration that Shatta Wale, was headlining. Now, if you look at the situation, if you look at let's just say if you look at the map, right? It's just about a reasonable amount of kilometer distance between Shatta Wale's performance or Shatta Wale's show and that of Stonebwoy. So there shouldn't really be any trouble or any form of concern even if they may, or even if there should have been, there shouldn't really be, because these are different audiences, different halls, different venues. So you can choose to go to whoever show you want to go to. Okay, and if you think you want to go to a Wale show or you want to go to a Stonebwoy show and later join the rest of your friends and loved ones at the Wale show, sure, why not? I mean, it's good for industry, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, the flyers were doing the rounds and everything. However, um on Friday there was a letter that seemed to have been leaked to those of us, or we seem to have seen a letter make its way on social media, and in that letter it was coming from the University of Ghana Office of the Dean of Student Affairs. Allow me to read the content of the letter. It was dated June 7th, 2024, which was on Friday, and this was being addressed. The letter was addressed to the President, JCR James Top Nelson Yanka Hall, University of Ghana, Legon, and it reads, "Dear Sir, cancellation of the reunion rave or the artist night." So basically, yes, they were calling their artist night reunion rave. And it says, the letter dated 14th May 2024 from the Office of the Dean of Student Affairs, granting you permission to organize your event, quote, 2-day alumni engagement, clearly stated directives to be adhered to. It has come to the notice of the Office of the Dean of Student Affairs that, contrary to following the direction for the 2-day alumni engagement event slated from 7 to 8 June 2024, the executives of the James Top Nelson Yanka Hall have gone ahead to organize a program which was not part of the list of programs approved by the Office of the Dean of Student Affairs. The reunion rave or the artist night was not part of the program outline submitted by the JCL to the office for approval. Therefore, the reunion rave or the artist night has been cancelled with immediate effect. Attached is the program outline and flyer for the reunion rave or artist night. Any breach of this directive would incur severe sanctions. And this was signed by Professor Rosina I. Chermantain, and she happens to be the dean of student affairs, and she copies pro vice chancellor, vice dean, the hall manager, and so on and so forth. So basically, per this letter, it was pretty much clear that the show that Shatta had been originally assigned or originally been booked or billed to headline was going to come on Saturday. Okay. However, for those of us who were taking our time to take this in, and we were just paying attention to if indeed the show was cancelled, or if indeed management from the Shutter movement and that of the agency will put out a statement to pretty much corroborate what has been written on this letter. That didn't happen. Instead, what we noticed was more engagements and conversations were being had, about Shutter's performance. Flyers were still doing their rounds on the internet and everything. Fans were excited to still see Shatta. Shatta himself actually did a short video to let his fans know that he was going to be at the what do you call it, the TF Hall Artist Night.
For me to be at a TF4. And I just want to assure every student that Shatta Wale, I'll be there with my team. We're gonna have a nice party, and as you know, we're gonna pray a little bit more and educate you guys more about life and through the music too. I have your bringing me there, so I beg you guys. That was the ones, anything, any souvenir, Shatta Movement t-shirts, Shaxi t-shirts. You have to just link him up and then we'll get everything done. So, Chema, thank you very much.
In fact, at some point in time, some of us almost believed that this letter was a hoax. We believed that this letter was, just somebody seemed to have just found, a way of putting a letter together just to perhaps increase the talkability and perhaps give it that level of publicity for a Shatter show. There were also conversations along the lines of, suggestive of sabotage, that, we this had to come out just to derail the talkability or derail the impact that Shatter show was going to have on Legon campus. Mind you, like I said, Stonebwoy also had a show, or did have a show, on the same day or the same night in the same university, just halls apart. Okay. Now, the D-Day had arrived, which was on Saturday, June 8th. Still no word, still no, confusion whatsoever. However, just around the time of, let me just say, convention, should I say, maybe six or seven thereabout. We started seeing staff members, or shall I say, a lead staff member from the agency responsible for co-producing Shatta Wale's headliner show at the TF hostel, suggesting that um, the show had indeed been cancelled. Conversations obviously were arrived on social media, and all sorts of agenda were being set. Obviously fan bases taking opportunity to tap into the conversation. If you're on the other side, you're on the other side. If you're on this side, you're on this side. And obviously, meat has been served for them to agent. Okay. So obviously, some of us had to go beyond the noise and really find out, and be sure that indeed the show had been cancelled. So we reached out to um a source close to the dean of student affairs, just to really understand what's happening, because then the president of the JCR also put out a statement on behalf of the hall that unfortunately they've had to cancel because the dean obviously did not want to um, give them the approval of hosting Shatta Wale or having Shatta Wale there. So we reached out to a source close to the dean of students affairs to just really find out what really transpired and why couldn't Shatta Wale be at the TF Hall Artist Night. Mind you, Stonebwoy's Artist Night, or Stonebwoy's show, or Stonebwoy's Artist Night concert didn't have any problems. Okay. There were allegations suggesting that Stonebwoy or Stonebwoy's team might have made a few calls to cancel the show, to get, just a whole lot of mess happening. Shatta Wale himself had to go, on TikTok, went live, started tweeting, started putting all sort of things on Facebook to suggest that Stonebwoy was behind it and blah 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 blah.
You just got it.
Lima people tell them, say, eh, if they want me to come the show, then make they cancel the TF show. Hey, Stonebwoy, you get sense at all. This thing when you study, and this thing, nobody want talk. What kind of nonsense with this? You get sense. You call the Liman people, the guys with the organize for Liman say, make they make sure say they catch the TF people that my lights. May they stop them a show. Hey. Or because this is I put chat. The show I put my money for inside. Oh. The show I put my money for inside. Me say I want to support the boys. You get money to support where they go do the show for. What support do they give the students for there? See ya. Which hit songs have you know get hit song. The show.
So obviously we wanted to find out what was really happening, what really went on, and why Shatta couldn't do his concert. And when we spoke to our source is telling us that the students of the JCR hall, I mean, sorry, the JCR president and that of the students, as well as the organizers of the TF Hall Artist Night presented. Okay, they presented the event as a karaoke night, and when in actual fact they were looking to host a much bigger event on the blind side of the authorities and have Shatta Wale as a surprise guest. Okay, and we are told that this allegedly infuriated the authorities of the university after seeing flyers about the headline act, which in this case Shatta Wale, and the said event leading to the decision which was communicated on June 7, 2024 by Professor Rosina Tremantin, who happens to be the Dean of Student Affairs. Now, initially, when the letter was leaked to social media, it was treated as a hoax, but clearly it wasn't. And apparently, and I quote, there is still a ban on hall activities or hall weeks, but the school decided to be a bit flexible this semester so that each hall can have a day or two program, end quote, our sources revealed. And open the quote, it says, with those who want to do an artist night, the dean would direct you to the pro vice chancellor for approval. Okay, end quote. But subsequently, the JCR president, Mohammed Hussein, obviously issued a notice on June 8th, which was yesterday, to the residents and stakeholders expressing regret over the cancellation and apologizing for any inconvenience caused. So these accounts obviously corroborated the first letter that leaked on social media to suggest that indeed the show was cancelled. But guys, guess what? We started seeing videos of the show happening and obviously some people performing and whatnot. So we were like, okay, what's happening? What's really going on? What's going on? All right. So we decided to speak to Sammy Flex, Shatta Wale's manager. And before I would even say Jack, we already saw a video of Shatta Wale on TikTok, really, obviously an unhappy man, going off, as Stonebwoy and, saying all sort of things. And to the point where he called Sammy Flex to give him an account of what really happened because he was on the ground. And this is what Sammy Flex had to say.
Because I say right now in the fight. Make a call some flex. Ghana police and they tell you, every second, motorbikes, everybody enter there. I said they will stop the show. Sammy, Sammy, are they live? Are they TikTok right now? I want to Ghana police here. You said you did a place. What happened for there? Now, they're supposed to do this show. Everybody is doing what they are supposed to do. Not long ago, security here at Legon campus They came here to put the power off. It's from above. What has been told, that is what they came to tell us, that they should come and put the power off if Shatta Wale is going to perform. That they can show. If Shatta Wale is going to perform, then there is no show. They give it to them. Like we don't be citizens. So any time is to perform. If Shatta Wale will perform, then there is no show. They are going to call off the show. And that is what yesterday we did hear say they say they work for the school. Sammy, you see this thing? Here they talk. Ghana police for enter there. The students they can't pay any money. They have paid me money to come and if I mean they don't say the student they can't do show. Where they can't invite me? Why they not stop them from the beginning? If you went to a meeting that it was clear that they can come and do this show just this afternoon. I've been here since 1 p.m. I've been observing. They went to that last meeting and they were told that they can do the show. Now all of a sudden, security people come with other. They should come and put off the power here. If Shatta Wale is going to perform, then there is no show. Because then Stonebwoy them they walk around, they talk that nonsense thing. All right. Is that the organizers from they are taking Shatta Wale is performing, then Stonebwoy is also not coming. So they have to make sure this show doesn't happen. Why if you say Sadiq where they organize show for Abeka?
Okay, so that was Sammy Flex talking to Shatta on the phone while Shatta was live on TikTok. However, when we called Sammy Flex to ask him what really happened, and obviously we can see the show going on, we can see the show happening, he also said to us the same thing he said to Shatta. He also said to us that, he had been there since afternoon and getting ready to prepare the stage for Shatta and everything, so dress rehearsal, sound check, whatsoever. But then on-campus security came to disconnect them from the grid. It came to disconnect the team from using the power because they had received instructions from above not to have Shatta Wale on the show or for the concert. And so I'm like, okay, at what point did you know this? At what point? Because I mean, why wait for someone to come on stage or come for rehearsal or dress rehearsal before you choose to show your quote unquote crutchet powers? And he said he only got to know about the situation the same day, which was yesterday. But beyond that, he also made some interesting relations. He said that he heard, not that he knows, but he heard because one of his boys was part of a meeting that was held between the dean of students and that of the what you would call it, the JCR. Okay, and in the meeting, it is alleged that as part of conversations and trying to negotiate the cancellation of the event, the dean is reportedly or is alleged to have said that Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale cannot perform in the same area or in the same school if they want to still go ahead and do the show, right? And the fact that it's just a late addition to the conversation. She may not have the opportunity to grant them that permission.
Like I was saying earlier, the guys are having issues with dean of students and all the people there because according to them, they don't want Shatta Wale to share the same space with Stonebwoy.
According to who? The students?
No, according to the dean, the lady, the Tremantin lady who wrote the letter.
Oh wow.
Oh yes, they went into a meeting. One of my people joined the meeting. They didn't know he was part of my team. They thought he was part of the students. The lady is asking them that, but they knew Stonebwoy was going to perform, so why did they bring Shatta Wale? So as it stands now, to them, the show can happen.
they can do everything they want to do, but for Shatta Wale, they can't do.
Wow.
Yes, that is the real issue. Because as I talk to you, they are performing. Other artists are performing.
Yeah, I've seen the videos.
Yes, other artists are performing. Nobody has come to cancel any show. They are performing. Everything is okay. But for Shatta Wale, if Shatta Wale comes there right now, I'm sure they will call all security from Legon to come and put up their power. They even came to put up their power first.
When did you notice? When did you realize that they wouldn't allow Shatta to perform? Because the flyers were already doing the rounds prior to the show.
Just today. Just today, because this whole show, I think they reached an agreement 2 nights ago.
Right.
Yeah, they reached an agreement because they presented to the Didnt office that they are doing the artist night. Initially, it was Keche and some other people. When it was Keche and those people, there was no problem. They could come and perform. The moment they reached an agreement with Shatta and flyers went out, then the letter came.
That was the June 7th letter.
When it was Keche and Mr. Drew and those people, I heard the guys at Liman were even laughing at them that you people couldn't bring in a better artist. They were teasing them. They were making mockery of them that people couldn't even bring any better artist. You could bring Keche and those people, and the guys were able to reach an agreement with Shatta. And the moment Shatta was announced, I hear the other side said if Shatta performs, they are not coming. So obviously, politics should come to play. And power play here, the letter is given. Even this afternoon, I hear they went to a meeting. They went to meet the vice chancellor or whoever proper, and he said, okay, the lady won't be able to retract her letter because it will mean something else, but they can go ahead and do the show, and later they will sort it out.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. And later, another report comes out to say we can't even do the show at all.
Yeah,
and that if they want the show to happen, it is not with Shatta. If it is not with Shatta Wale, that was what they told the security guys to come and tell us. If it is Shatta Wale, then there is no show. Yeah. That's the report. So I've gone to the police
to make a formal complaint just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
So do I have the permission to share your side of the story, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind if you want to. Why not?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
So this is what has transpired so far. I don't know what you guys make of this situation. But there's one thing I want to tell you guys. There's one thing I want you guys to understand. I was talking to a friend who is a lecturer at the University of Cape Coast. He was telling me that, this should not even be situated between Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy. This is solely on the heads of the students. Because he says, and I quote, if the organizers didn't tell the dean Shatta was on the bill and decided to sneak him in last minute, the dean is very right to suspend or cancel the show. The office gave approval for an event that does not have Shatta Wale. Therefore, if Shatta Wale comes and anything happens, it's the dean who will be held responsible. The problem here is the organizers not telling the dean that Shatta is on the bill. And I hope that makes perfect sense. That is as straightforward as it can get. That if you inform the dean about a situation or you inform the dean about an event, in fact, our source obviously confirmed this, that the students presented a program lineup, okay, that did not involve Shatta Wale. In fact, as far as they are concerned, today's event was supposed to be a karaoke night. So Shatta Wale coming up and the announcement of Shatta Wale on flyers and whatever is news to them. That's why they released the letter to the students that, hey, you guys sent us a program lineup and what we approved for you guys to have did not include Shatta Wale. And this was as way back as 14th May. Okay. So upon seeing the flyers of Shatta Wale, what's going to happen? But Team Shatta Wale is also saying that um, the Links Entertainment crew were allowed to perform. In fact, they have performed, as far as I'm concerned. They performed, on the same stage that Shatta was supposed to be on. But for some reason, Shatta does not get to perform, or did not get to perform on the night. So this is what we have for you guys. This is what we know. We are still following. We're trying to hear from Stonebwoy's team just to really confirm that if indeed they made any calls whatsoever to the university to get Shatta Wale not to be at the show. For us, we don't take sides. We only present what we know. We did our checks with the school. You've heard from the side of what you will call it, Shatta himself, who has been on TikTok. Obviously an unhappy one. Having his outburst. And we are yet to hear from Stonebwoy's team to confirm or deny if indeed they were behind that situation.
A few moments later.
I don't know how powerful the Stonebwoy be. When Stonebwoy go free, tell somebody they made their no perform. Me, that issue, I'm just reading it. The youth post what they read. We don't know nothing about it. We don't know nothing. I asked Nana, why, what's up? As we cut today, we do on stage, go and call her, I say, what's going on? Because before we go come now, I just they see Wale in videos where they talk, they rant. What happened? Where they say, oh, then they for do something for TF hostel, where like no be artist night, where they go, where Wale in and I don't they tell me this, oh, say Wale now go tell them, say, make they put Shaggy, I go come perform for them for free. So they go do in the way that the dean them say they didn't plan to do artist night. So why are they doing it now? That be what he tell me right there on stage, oh. Right there on
So
stage.
Nana Dope is behind both events. His agency is behind both events.
I have no idea, bro. What I know is say in and a dope. So if you check the flyer, it'll be dope concept.
Dope concept, yeah. Yeah.
It will be in where he engage me. You understand? Me, I didn't know about no TF, no. We didn't, not to me. All I know is say we are doing Liman Hall. That's all. As for who is doing what, I have no
But
idea.
the guy where you call you, the students will call you, say they won't they merge the horse. Was he calling you?
Not the horse, not the TF. You say the Liman, they have about 4 sets of horse there.
Okay.
The Nelson and some other ones.
Oh, okay.
So if the dean of students said, if like they go merge those ones, make they have them, and they are planning on that be what they want to do because they know they allow them. What say, bro? Me, I have no idea about that. So I don't know. Me, and that was just a day before yesterday.
Wow.
So I don't know. Me, I was like, it been an dope way. I give them my word on the 8th. See what they can do. So, and that be just tomorrow. So whatever it be, make it talk to them. So me, I don't know who the dean of students be. I haven't spoken to them. Even the guy said he called me. I don't even know his name. I know his name is about him. He say be part of the man guys. He be part of them with the JCR or something. So, bro, I have no idea. So that's what we have for you guys, and this is why Shatta couldn't show up for the event at Legon. The name is Olele Salvador. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share, and let's get talking. I'll see you sometime. Bye-bye.